I also did some time as a project manager, and what I was going to say was that I think that out of any of the boring ass business jobs you can have, that's a good one because it just sets you up for the abilities to do other things. However, kind of shaking that image of you're just the person who keeps the schedule and says when all the time into being a strategist, that's not an easy jump. How did you make it?
Ooh, Chris, that's a really good question. Honestly, I kind of got tired talking schedules and deadlines and handoffs and dependencies, to be perfectly honest. And I realized that you have to be as close to the decision making as possible, right? Because the process it takes to get clear on what matters and to get the political will and consensus to say yes, we're going to pursue the solution is so extensive that you can't afford to drop the ball once you start implementing, right? So I just realized I needed to be further up in the upstream in the decision making process so that I could ask questions and leverage my training and my experience to help shape and frame the way we would implement that really critical solution that has been agreed upon. So that's why I went upstream. And I think a lot of folks think execution work should sit low stream, sort of downstream, and it's a waste because by the time you get down there to implement, you've lost a lot of critical time. So that was really the reason why I said, nope, I've got to make this count as much as I can.
Did you make that transition with the organization you were working at, or did you have to go somewhere else before you found someone to see you as a strategic mind rather than an implementation person?
Yeah, wow, that's a really good question, Carrie. I think you start from where you are. I mean, in my particular case, I was making a transition anyway. And so in planning my 30, 60, 90 transition plan, I kind of crafted that in. Like I wanted to learn certain things. I wanted to speak to certain stakeholders. I wanted to do walkthroughs of core processes to understand what's at stake, where we truly are relative to where we want to go. So doing that process helped me, but I would have done the same thing even if I was still in the same role, right? It's just to say, okay, what the stuff I'm working on, how critical is that to what we talk about that matters? How can I better understand that larger context? Who can help me with that? And then finding ways to demonstrate my understanding of that in conversations. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Yeah, I get it.